Let's investigate something strange. You think you are making rational decisions with your money. You read the news, you follow the market, you analyze the data, and yet, somehow, you still end up buying high, selling low, or missing the biggest opportunities. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain is not designed to make good financial decisions. In fact, it's designed to do the opposite. Glad to see you at Doodle Diligence. Today, we're going to break down why even smart people make bad money decisions and what's really happening inside your mind when you do. To understand this, we need to start with a simple idea. Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman. He once explained that your brain operates in two different systems. System 1 is fast, automatic, and emotional. It's what helps you react instantly. It's intuitive, it's effortless. And most importantly, it's always on. Your experience as you look at the woman's face seamlessly combines what we normally call seeing and intuitive thinking. As surely and quickly as you saw that the young woman is tucking her hair behind her ear, you knew she is angry. Furthermore, what you saw extended into the future. You sense that this woman is about to say some very unkind words, probably in a loud and strident voice. A premonition of what she was going to do next came to mind automatically and effortlessly. You did not intend to assess her mood, it just happened to you. This is fast thinking System 1. System 2, on the other hand, is slow, logical, and deliberate. It's what you use when solving a complex math problem or making a careful, calculated decision. Now, look at the following problem. 17 multiply 24. You knew immediately that this is a multiplication problem, and you probably knew that you could solve it with paper and pencil, if not without. You also have some vague intuitive knowledge of the range of possible results. You would quickly recognize that both 12,609 and 123 are implausible. Without spending some time on the problem, however, you wouldn't be certain if the answer is, say, 568. A precise solution didn't just pop into your head. If you try to solve it now, you will experience slow thinking. You retrieve the cognitive program for multiplication from memory and implement it. This process is mental work, deliberate, effortful, and orderly. While calculating, your body is involved too. Your muscles tense up, your blood pressure rises, and your heart rate increases. If someone looked closely at your eyes, they would see your pupils dilate, only contracting back to normal once you find the answer or give up. But here's the problem. System 2 is energy intensive. It requires significant effort and energy, so most of the time your brain defaults to the easier System 1. And that's where things start to go wrong. Let's look at how this plays out in the real world. Imagine the stock market is going up, prices are rising, everyone is talking about it. Your System 1 sees this and immediately reacts. This must be a great opportunity. I'm missing out, the typical FOMO. I need to get in now. It's fast, emotional, and driven by the herd. But what's actually happening? You are entering the market at the peak of excitement when prices are already high. You joined the party at the end. Then the market drops. Suddenly, the narrative changes. Fear takes over. You feel uncomfortable and want to protect yourself. So, you sell at the worst possible time. This is how people consistently buy high and sell low. Not because they are stupid, but because they are human. To appreciate the autonomy of System 1, look at this. Two horizontal lines with fins appended. Bottom line B is obviously longer than line A. That is what we all see, and we naturally believe what we see. Wait a second. If we align them, both lines are actually identical in length. This is the Müller-Lyer illusion, named after a German psychiatrist and sociologist more than 100 years ago. But not all illusions are visual. There are illusions of thought. Most people believe they are in total control of their financial choices. But in reality, your brain often makes the decision first. You see a stock going up, you feel excited, you buy it. Afterward, your logic comes in. You search for articles and videos to explain why it was a rational move. But the decision was already made by the illusion. This isn't rational thinking. This is storytelling. Over time, these small emotional decisions add up. You chase trends, you react to headlines, you avoid discomfort instead of making rational choices. Slowly, your financial progress stalls. You might think intelligence protects you. It doesn't. Being smart doesn't mean you use System 2 more often. It just means you're better at decorating the decisions System 1 already made. In other words, you don't make better decisions. You just tell better stories about your horror ones. Meanwhile, the people who succeed in the long run do something very different. They create systems that reduce emotional decision making. They stick to a strategy even when it feels uncomfortable. In other words, they find ways to override System 1. So what can you do about it? The goal is not to eliminate System 1. You can't. It's part of being human. But you can design your decisions in a way that protects you from it. Here are 3 simple ideas to let your Systems 2 take control. 1. Slow down. Slow down your decisions. If something feels urgent, it's probably emotional. 2. Create rules in advance. Decide when to buy, when to sell, and how to invest before emotions take over. 3. Reduce noise. The more information you consume, the more your brain reacts. Less noise means fewer emotional decisions. We don't do conclusions here, we do verdicts. At the end of the day, the biggest challenge in money is not the market, it's not the economy, it's not even the lack of information, it's your own mind. Smart people don't fail because they lack knowledge. They fail because their brain is wired in a way that makes bad decisions feel right. And once you understand that, you stop trying to be smarter than everyone else, and you start designing a system that works, even when your brain doesn't. Because in the world of money, the real advantage is not intelligence, it's control. You've seen the evidence. The verdict? That's yours. My name is Sophia, and you've been watching Doodle Diligence. Next, I'm planning a series of videos to reveal the hidden psychology of money. Please subscribe if you'd like to keep up. See ya!